record also. So how many matches here? Total 3 for first record, and second record again 3, again for third record again 3. Total how much is this? 5 times into 3. Okay, 5 into 3 is equal, total is equal 15. So this record, first record will check 3 times, again second record will check 3 times, again third record will check 3 times extra, like that it will do. So totally 5 records into 3 times, right? So 5 into 3, 15. So we will get output as 15. 15 in the sense we will get like this, 15 ones. This is our, okay, extra. We will get 15 ones. Okay, this is our output. Okay, it will give the, just simply we are saying it will give the Cartesian product. Okay, when we are giving the same values in input and input 2 also, input 2, we are getting the Cartesian product. Like this, Energine will work. Not Energine, Giant will work like that. Okay, these are the matched records. This is the output. Okay, this is just example, because in if you go any company, they will ask this they will ask question like this. Okay, this is one of the very important entry question. Okay, let me clear. Okay, let's go to the another example. I have another example. See, I have input like this, input 1, this is input 2. What is the output? Output looks like this. I will explain you. Just input, I have matched key, matching key is ID. Okay, matching key is ID. Okay, different columns, name, location and flag. If you want to join 2 or more files, there should be one matching key. Okay, it's a primary key or something. Okay, see here 1 1 2 2 3 4. Here 1 2 3. So first record will compare with these record. Okay, so again second record will compare with these record. So we are getting 2 ones. 1 AX 0, again 1 AY 0. So second 2 times, we have 2 times, right? So second compare with second to first one, first record. So there is no match. Again second record which check with second record, there is a match. So 2 times it will give. Again second record which check with 3. Oh, there is no match. So that is not displaying. So like this functionality will work. Okay, I hope you got my point. Okay, then come to join component. Okay, let's see practically how the functionality will work. Okay, come to the graph. Okay, see here I have 2 input files. Okay, and I am going to start the input file data and then attach the join component with inner join. Okay, inner join. Here see join type is inner join. Okay, I am applying inner join. Okay, see the count is 2, because count is 2 means the number of inputs is 2. If you mention 3, here inputs will be 3. See here, see, if you increase 4, then outputs will be 4. Sorry, inputs will be 4. The major difference between reformat and join is, see, open the reformat. If you increase the count as 3, then number of outputs will be 3, but not inputs. See here, where are the join component? If we increase the count as 4 or 3, see here, apply, inputs will be increased. Here inputs will be increased. Here outputs will be increased. Okay, so that is the major difference. If you increase the count in join, then number of inputs will be increased. Whereas in reformat, if count is increased, then outputs will be increased. So that is the major difference between reformat and inner join. Both are having transform parameter. Okay, we'll do both the operation, attribute level operation and column level operations. Okay, let's come to inner join. I am taking 2 input files for our practical purpose. Okay, I am taking 2, and I mentioned inner join and open the transform parameter. Just I assign the columns as it is. I am taking input from input file 1 to, I just assign customer ID and file name and last name. Okay, and amount. Okay, let me check the input, how the input is. Okay, See, it is totally having input file 1 having 11 records, input file 2 having 9 records. So these two, what are the matching columns? Matching column is customer ID, customer ID. There is file name and last name, first name and last name and amount. Okay, here we have one more field, rank. Okay, leave it to 1, 2, 3, SCP 1, 2, 3, leave it that columns. Okay, concentration on only customer ID, first name, last name, amount. Here also concentration on customer ID and rank. Here there is a matched column. Matched column is customer ID. This is one of the primary key. Okay, what are the matched records here? See, matched records is 101 here, 101, 101. But repeated 2 times. Customer ID is same but repeated 2 times. He just be careful with this one. See, you got my point, right? Here 2 times it is repeated. So this one first it will check this record. Again this also will check this record. Okay, all the records. But the matching is only 101 here. So 2 times it is repeated. Again, what is the matched record? 101 is matched record. Again 319 is matched record. You see here 319 is matched record. Again 502 is matched records. But here 101 repeated 2 times and 319 repeated 2 times. Here 319 repeated 2 times, but 501 not repeated, only 1 time. So how many records will match records? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So total match records is 5. Okay, you got my point, right? So let me check. Just run the graph. See the output. How many records will get the matching records? See, run the graph. See here, we got 5 records only. Check the 5 records. See here, we got the ID. ID is a customer ID and first name, last name, amount, rank. Rank repeated 2 times. Again here repeated 2 times. But 502 only 1 record, right? So it is given only 1 record. So these are the matching records. But we are getting all the fields from input 1, input 2. These are the records from amount, last name, first name, ID from first input and rank is from second input file. Okay, because I just wrote the transform like this. I have written like this. I have taken customer ID, first name, last name, amount from first input file and rank from second input file. What about the customer ID? Customer ID already I have written here, right? That is the common field. So this is how inner join will work. Okay, just I have drag and drop from customer ID from here and first name from here. If you want to delete, and you can write again. Okay, just I have drag and write customer ID, just assign customer ID, again first name, sorry, can match here, amount match here, rank from input 1, because we are joining 2 input files, right? These 2 input files. That is the reason I have taken fields from 2 different files. Okay, got it, right? So this is how join will work. Okay, so inner join is completed. What about full outer join and FPT join? Okay, come to the full outer join. Just open a GD, disable this graph. I have designed 2 graphs actually. In between there is one concept. We have missed the concept, that is unused ports. Just open this one. Just open the ports also. See here there is a port, right? Unused 0, unused 1, right? Unused 0. If you want to, just you can connect this. Let me enable. Okay, this is unused 0. Unused means unused records. The name itself is having unused records, not used records. I mean not match records. See here. See clearly unused 0, unused 1. Okay. Now we can run the graph. Here graph is run. See here, in input we have totally 11 records. Okay, only match records is 5. What about remaining records? Those are not match records. Those are not user records. Okay, from input file 0. Input file 0 means unused port 0. What are the non-match records will go to the unused port 0 from input file 0. Okay, from input file 1. See here, unused 0, input file 0. So the first input file, non-matched records will go to the unused port 0. Again, here there is a 3 matched column, 3 matched records. What about remaining non-matched records? There is a 6 non-matching records will go to the unused ports 0, 1. Okay, I mean second port. We have 2 unused ports, unused 0, unused 1. These are main important. So please concentration on this one. So match records will go to the output file. Non-matched records from input 0 will go to here. Non-matched records from input 1, file 1 will go to here. You got my point, right? So we have totally 11 from input 1, total 11 records, 9 records from input file 2. From 11 records, matching records is 5, non-matching records is 6, right? Here match records is 3, non-match records is 6. So non-match records will go to here, 6 records will go to unused port 0. Here records matched from input file 2 will go to unused port 1, right? You got my point, right? So this is how inner join will work. Okay, let me show full outer join. Full outer join, let me disable this graph, because I have created one more graph for full outer join. See how the full outer join will work. Full outer join will give the results matching records from first input file. Okay, match records from this input file and non-match records. The same thing for match records from this file, non-match records also from this file. We will not get any records to unused ports. We will get 0 records to unused ports, because see, let me open this one. This is file 1. This is file 1, file 2 data. Okay, we have 2 input files. 101 is a match record, that is okay, fine. Again 101 is a match record, that is fine. 134, it is not a match record, but we are gathering rank, right? But we are gathering rank. But the 101 here 2 records, right? We will get A as a rank. What about 214? There is a match record from input 1, because this is not a match record. So how we can achieve this one? We should need to pass some null value or default value. So to achieve this one, we should need to mention we should need to change the DML as like this. See, just assign the null values. If any null value come or any space value, any blank value will come, it will override. Okay, by using this DML, we should need to change the DML. Where the DML we should need to change here, input DML. Sorry, join DML. Here join is right. We should need to change the DML here. See, the path is. See, I am taking the path. This is the path. AB home means this is C every show. This is the C every show. Examples DML transformation join. Here, right? See, examples DML transformations join. This is a join DML. This is file. Here open, right? This is a join DML file, right? So this whatever the DML file you have here, right? You can change this DML, because I just mentioned DML path here, but not embedded one. So I just changed that one to achieve this one. Okay, you got my point, right? So whatever non-matching records also should come to the output port. So non-matching records, there is whenever we are joining 2 files, if there are any non-matching records, that is also need to come to the outputs. So to overcome this issue, we are we are accepting null values also by changing the metadata. Okay, so I have changed the DML path, DML here like this. Okay, now it will accept. If I have deleted null values, graph will fail. Okay, let me run the graph. I just have run the graph. I am running the graph. How many records we will get to output? How many records will get to the unused put? Unused 1. Guess. We will not get any records to unused port 0 and unused port 1. We will get 0 records to unused port 0, unused port 1, because it is a full outer giant, because we are getting total records from here, from input 1, input 2. Both the input files we are getting total records, matching records and non-matching records. Here from here matching records and non-matching records, and also here matching records and non-matching records. So we will get the records total. Let me guess how many records we will get. See here, total records is 11. Here total records is 9. But matching records is 5. Unmatching records is 6. Here 9 is total records. Matching records is 3. Non-matching records will 6. So in full outer giant we will get this total records. 6 to 6. So 6 plus 6. Okay, these are non-matching records from input 1, input 2. That's okay. What about matching records? Here matching records is 5. Here matching records is 5. These 3 records is already in this records. Okay, in this 5. These same 3 records is already located in this 5 records. So total matching records is only 5 but not 8, because the same records already located in this 5, because we already see, right? Just opening here. See 101, this is already located in input file 2. This 319 already located in input 2. 502 already located in 2. So we should not get. So those are matching records. So total matching records is only 5, because these records are already located in these records, input 1. So just combine 5. Total count is equal to 17. So we will get total records as output is 17. 6 plus 6 plus 5 is equal to 17. Just run the graph. I think we will get 17 as output, and 0 0 is output, unused 0, unused 1. Just run the graph. It is executing. Sorry, I think I did not change the graph. See here, I did not change the giant type. It is full outer giant. I just mentioned explicitly. So I got that one. I have changed now. Let me run once again. See, this is totally 17 records. Here 0. Here 0. Why we are getting 0 records here? In inner giant we are getting 6. Here 6. But here we are getting 0 0. Why? Because we are gathering matching records and non-matching records from both the input files. So that is the reason we are getting 0 records in both the unused records. Here there is no unused records. We are getting total records from both the input files. That is full outer giant. Okay. I hope you understand my point. Okay. Come to the expert giant. Expert giant means it serves all the giants. Right outer giant, left outer giant, full outer giant, inner giant. So just to achieve this one, just change as a explicit. Giant type is explicit. Okay, whenever you change the giant type is explicit, we will get 2 more parameters. The parameters is record required is 0, record required 1. Okay, these 2 parameters will get extra 2 parameters. Whenever you change giant type is explicit. Here, see here, we have 2 options. Again, record required 0 options. We have 2 options, false and true. Here, mention true here. Here, mention false. Record required 0 means this one. This 0 means this input file. 1 means this input file. First and second. So, whenever you mention 0 true, this is true. This entire portion is true. This is true. I mean, this is right outer giant. If we mention this is as a true, input 1, this is left outer giant, because we will achieve right outer giant by mentioning record required as a true. we will achieve left outer join by mentioning record required 0, record required 1 as a true. Okay, let me make true for record required 0 and record false. Here record required on this input. See here, whose null for missing record. Okay, whenever you mention true, that meaning is we will get all the matching records and non-matching records from this input. What about here? We will get only matching records from this input. What about non-matching records? For non-matching records, you should need to mention as a null. That is the reason we will mention use null for missing record. Whatever the missing records, you should mention null. Okay, I just have changed this one. Apply, run the graph. How many records will get it to output? How many records will get unused 1, unused 0, unused 1? See, we are having total 11 records, matched 5 and non-matched 6 from first input file. This second input file. If you mention right output join, we will get matching records and 9 non-matching records from input 1. This is input 1. There is no confusion here. Just mention input 1, input 2. Okay, total records is 11, match records 5, non-match records 6. So we are getting, whenever if it is a right outer join, we will get matching records. So 5, non-matching records 6. Okay, and also we are getting matching records from input 2 also. So matching records is, how many matching records we have in input 2? We have 3 non-matching records, but we will not getting non-matching records. We are getting 3. So these 3 records is already having, these 3 records is already located in these 5. These 5 already we mentioned, right? So totally we are getting 11, because we will get matching records from input 2 as well, but these 3 records is already located in these 5. So we should not mention plus 3, just 5 plus 6, because these 5 is matching records, these 6 is equal to these 6 non-matching records. So we will get 11 records to output. What about unused 0? Unused 0. Unused 0 means this is a post input file. So post input file we will not get any records, because see here 0 records, because we are getting these matching records and non-matching records to output. These records will go to output. These records already went to output. So we will not get any 0 record. We will not get any records. What about unused 1? Unused 1. See here. Unused 1. We are getting these 3 match records to here. Output. Okay, these 3 records already went to output. What about remaining non-matching records, 6 records? These 6 records will went to here. 6 records. Unused port 1. Okay, you got my point, right? These records are already utilized. These records are already went to output. Here from input to only matching records already went to output, but not non-matching records. Non-matching records will went to unused port 1. Okay, from input file 2. So just run the graph. See, we'll get from 11 from here, 6 here. See here, 11 output. Okay, 6 records to output. See, open the non-matching records from input file 2. These only input 2 records. Input file 2 is here, right? Customer IDs, rank. These are not matching records. See, these are the non-matching records. Okay, what about output? We will get that 5 from matching records, 6 from non-matching records. See, 101 is a match records, so we will get entire record. See, rank AA. 101, again 319 is matching records, 319 is matching records. So we will get the entire record. See here, C, A. Again 502 is a matching records. So we got the A as a rank, A as a rank. The remaining 6 non-matching records we get null. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These non-matching records. That is the reason we got null here. Okay, you got it right. So matching records, that is okay. We will get the value for rank, but non-matching records we will not get any value, because we already specified as null in the metadata. Okay, that is the reason. So what we get, see, let me open again. So for right outer join, input 2 records will get null if non-matching, if there is any non-matching records. So you got my point, right? If there is any input right outer join, only from second, this is what this is input file 1, this is input file 2, right? Input file 1 means this is right outer join. Whenever you use the right outer join, only input file 2 will get the null records. Okay, if I use left outer join, we will get all the values per rank, remaining values we will get null, whatever the non-matching records is there. Let me open, let me change once again. This is a right outer join. What about left outer join? Left outer join means this is false, this is true. Okay, run again. See, how many records will get? We will get 11 records from output. Here unused 0 because this is not you are using. It will go, this is one you are using because from second input we are getting matching records and non-matching records. Here we are getting only matching records. What about non-matching records? Non-matching records will go to here. Okay, matching records and non-matching records from this file will go to directly output. See here, the same stuff. Matching records from input 2 and non-matching records. Matching records means 3. Okay, non-matching records means 6. I already added. And matching record and also matching records from input 1. Matching records is how many? 5. So these records are already in 5. So I have changed this value to 5. Okay, like this we need to convert. So totally we are getting 11 records to output. Here unused port 0, we are getting 6. It will be changed here. 6. Here 0. That is the difference between right and left outer chain. Just open and run the graph now. See here, we will get 6 here, we will get 11 here. See here, we are getting 6 records, we are getting 11 records. 6 records from input 1 because these are not non-matching records. 11 records from both the inputs. See, open, let me open. See here, whatever the missing records, whatever the non-matching records will get null. See here, in input file 2 rank, we are getting all the values, but there is no null records. But input these fields ID, see here, these 4 fields from input file 1, we are getting null values from whatever the not matching records. We are getting null values for not matching records. See here. So left outer join means it will cover second input file. Right outer join means it will cover first input file. Okay, we will not get any null values in the rank field. So you got my point, right? Non-matching records will go to input file. From input file, non-matching records from input file 1 go to unused port 0. I hope you got my point. You understand very clearly about inner join and full outer join and expit join. Okay. This is about types of joins. Okay. Till now we have discussed what is the join and join types. Okay. Join types. Next we are going to discuss about override key. Override key means the metadata is same but key column is not different. For example, customer ID, salary, gender. For example, I am writing here for your understanding purpose. In input 2 I have 3 columns. In input 2, second input file, I have customer ID like this. The name is same. The name is different just, but metadata is same. Rank. Okay. In input file 1 I have 3 fields. In input file 2 I have 2 fields. See, the metadata is same from first input file. Here also metadata is same. Otherwise you can mention same like, you can mention like this, salary, same fields. Okay, gender. You can mention like this also, no, not issue. So the metadata is same. The metadata means DML is same, but the only key column, the customer ID, key column is customer ID. It should be custom ID like this. But by mistake, we received the file field name as customer ID. So to override this one, we have the concept as a override key. Okay. So please open the graph and work on the override key. Okay. See here, because this is a path here. For DML, I have taken a path here, so I should need to change the DML here. The DML file name is input.0 here. Just disable this graph and enable this graph. Whatever. This graph is also good, no problem, not an issue. Okay, join. Here, what is the DML path here? Input0.dml. Here, input1.dml. Okay, let me change here input0.dml, input1.dml. Here, this is input0.dml, it would DML. So I am going to change input1.dml as the customer name. Just I am going to change customer ID. Okay, otherwise you can copy file something. Otherwise you can copy one file. See, copy here, paste. I don't want to interrupt this file. I don't want to change this file. I am just copying and removing. Just mention like input 2 or input 10, whatever name it will be. Now you can change this one. Customer ID. Just I have changed the field name, but the metadata is same, entire DML is same. Okay, input 10. Now we can change here input 10. Okay, I just mentioned input 10 here. Apply. See, now we can check the output input of once again. Use the data because we have changed the file name. Let me run the graph. I think I mentioned wrong input file name. Input 10, it is a correct one. What I mentioned here, input 10. See here, it is not changed, still input 1. Input 10, apply. Okay, just view the data. See here, it is changed, customer ID. So, field name is changed. Okay. See here, is throwing error. Field checking access on file, no such file or directory. See, I will show example DML transformations. Join input 10.dat. Okay. Go through here. Input 10.dat. Here also I have changed by default. So that is the reason. See here, this is input 0, this is input 1.dat. Okay, but I mentioned input 10. Just input 1 mention. Because DML is correct, but data file is wrong. Data file path is wrong. That is the reason it is not showing the data. See here, now it is showing. So here is a customer ID. the same stuff here. Customer ID rank, only I have changed the field name customer ID. Here show the data, the same graph, the same fields, everything is same, but I just have changed only customer ID in the second output file, in this input file. Okay, just run the graph, because there is no matching key. It will throw error. Okay, see here what they mention, field customer ID not found. Okay, error relating parameter key, there is no key parameter to the record format, so field customer ID not found. So like this it will mention, it will throw the error. So I just mention keys, I just mention as a customer ID as a key, so but there is no matching key from both the input files, so I mentioned customer ID. So to produce the output, to work this as sufficiently, just give the customer ID as a key from input 0. What about input 1? Input 1, here there is a two options, overhead key 0, overhead key 1, right? From input file 1 you mention as a overhead key as customer ID. Okay, see here I mentioned from input file 1 as a customer ID key, and input file 0 I mentioned as customer ID. Okay, so now they match, right? Because customer ID only column name is different but data is same. That is the reason I mentioned in overhead key 1 from this input file, overhead key from 0, key as a from this one. For example, here the file name is changed, here we not changed, then you can take this as a key, then we can overhead key 0 as this field name. Okay, now we can run the graph. It will be executed now. It is taking time. See here, is there any error? Same error it is throwing. Let me check. I just mentioned customer ID from input file 1, and I just mentioned overhead key 0 from input file 1 customer ID. It is inner join. Okay, and transform, is there any change? Everything is fine, but why is it showing the error? Let me run once again. Sorry, I have not changed here in sort component, right? Here key, there is no key ID, right? So just remove this one, just mention customer ID from this input file, because field name is different, right? I have not changed here, I have changed here but not changed here. So that is the reason it is throwing error. Now it will run efficiently. Yes, run, right? See here, matching records, 5 records. Even the column name is different, even the field name is different. It is giving the output, because the graph is working properly, because field name is different but data is same. That is the reason. So at that point the overhead key will work. Okay, this is whenever we get the situation like this, field name is different and data is same, that is at that time we should need to use as a overhead key. If here customer ID, for example, here customer ID is there, here cust ID is there, then you mention this as a key and overhead 0. Here you mention as a overhead. I mean here in before I mention overhead key 1. We can mention overhead key 0, because from 0 port. So we can change to this one like this, because the field name is different, right? In which place your field name is different, then you mention as a overhead key. Okay, that is overhead key concept. I hope you got my point. Okay, Okay, what about remaining concept? There is a memory concepts. In memory, shorted input and maintaining order remaining concepts is there. Right? We will discuss this in the next class. Okay, I hope you enjoyed my video. Please post the comments. I will give the reply definitely. Okay. Remaining concept. What about the remaining concepts? Sorted input and in-memory driving port maintained. Why in-memory is more efficient compared to sorted input, and what is the driving port? What is the difference between max core and max memory? Okay, what is the max core value? We will discuss this. We will cover all these concepts in the next class. Okay, thank you for watching this video. Bye. Please subscribe my channel.